There's a new update coming to Phasmophobia. Let's talk about it. Hello, Ghost Hunters. Let's talk about the next update in Phasmophobia. If you've been waiting for some changes, then just know that the next update should drop next week. So what should we see in this next update? The shop is getting an overhaul. If you found that the current shop is confusing and frustrating, then you're not alone. Most players had issues with how the shop currently works in the game. With feedback from players, developers have been working to make this shop less annoying and easier to use. The shop has 4 main areas: the main shop, the equipment manager, quick loadouts, and a coming soon area. Based on the icon for the coming soon, we can assume that this is where you'll find that cool new jacket mentioned in the last sneak peek. So let's take a look at the shop area first. This screen will be used for purchasing equipment, viewing information about gear, and purchasing upgrades. It also shows how many items players already own. The second screen is for the equipment manager. These are tools that players have already purchased. Players can add items to the truck or remove items from the truck by pressing the plus and minus buttons on the screen. Changing the tier of equipment can be done by selecting the icons in each category. I'm not sure if players can upgrade equipment from this screen, but it sure seems like they may be able to. Also, it does tell players at which level each piece of gear is available. And finally, this third screen is for the loadouts. In my opinion, this is where the shop really shines, despite the yucky colors. As players prestige, they will unlock additional loadouts. Players can rename these loadouts to help organize their preferred gear based on what type of game that they'll be playing. For example, if you're playing solo, you may want to bring different gear than when playing with friends. Or maybe you want a specific loadout for playing no evidence games, or when playing as a newly prestiged player. Enabling a loadout will automatically buy any missing equipment. Players will also notice that this update will include the ability to change player colors, specifically for the sticky notes on the main menu and the contract board, at the top of the shop, and on the sanity screen. This is probably not an exciting change for most players, but for those of you with a regular crew of friends you play with, it may help identifying who voted for which map or who has low sanity faster than before. You'll also be able to customize your in-game cursor, including the icon you want, the color, the size, transparency level, and how it changes when highlighting something that can be interacted with. If you're like me and sometimes have issues seeing your cursor, especially in dark areas, then this is a welcome change. And finally, let's talk about maps. No, it doesn't appear that we'll be seeing Point Hope in the coming update, but I would suspect that it won't be too much longer. Developers did share this image of the games room, which includes a pool table, a fishing rod, large armchairs, and a chessboard. And I'm told the chessboard is interactive and players can use it, assuming that you know how to play chess. I'd like to know though, can you play chess with the ghost? Developers also provided a sneak peek at the changes coming to the farmhouses, specifically Grafton. As you can see, Grafton has some major changes coming to it. This location will look very different than our current Grafton location. Also, this place hasn't been kept up and apparently has damage to the outside walls, allowing the weather outside to sometimes make its way inside. This image of one of the upstairs rooms has a partial area that has caved in, which creates a new doorway for players. Based on the location of the bed, it appears that they will also have more hiding spots. Keep in mind that the shape of the location has changed as shown in this image, which means that the layout of this location should change considerably. Overall, these changes look really great to me. I'm mostly excited for the new maps and the changes to the current maps. What are you most excited for? Have you been frustrated with the shop in-game and excitedly awaiting the changes? I'm curious what types of loadouts each of you will be setting up. Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and as always, happy hunting.